Hare Krishna to all of you. So yesterday it was actually the divine appearance day of Srivas Pandit, and we could have the chance to go there because Srivas Angan is not far from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance place here in Mayapur in Navadvip Dham. So for us it was very easy to go there, and we had a good time. Some kirtans we could sing there, entertain the arti, so it was nice. And because one thing is very important, that Srivas Thakur is one member of the Panchatattva. So Panchatattva, and especially he is representing the Bhakti Shakti. So Bhakti Shakti, his name actually is indicating Srivas. Shri plus Vas means Shri means like Bhakti, and Vas means abode. So Srivas, he is the abode of Bhakti, the Bhakta avatar. And Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he explains in the Chaitanya Charitamrita that there are Krishna, Guru, Bhakta and Shakti, Avata Prakash, Eche Rup, Krishna Korina Vilas. So in these 6 forms Krishna is playing. He is coming in the form of these 6 forms. Like Krishna himself, then he is coming as Guru, he is coming as the Bhakta, as the Shakti and the Avatar and Prakash. So in that case, Prakash means like the expansion, which is Baladev Prabhu. So Baladev in Krishna Lila, or in Gaura Lila it's Nityananda Prabhu. And then we have the next one, which is Avatar. Avatar is like the Purush Avatar, Mahavishnu, and that is in Gaura Lila, it is Advaita Acharya. And Shakti is the divine potency of Radharani. So in Krishna Lila it will be Radharani herself, and with all the Gopikas in Brajamandal, and in Gaura Lila this Shakti appears as Gadada Pandit. So and then there are only 2 are left, like Bhakta and Guru. So that falls all in the category of Bhakta. So Bhakta is like Narad in Krishna Lila, and he comes in Gaura Lila as Srivas Pandit. So that is these 6 features, they are the 6 aspects of the Lord in which the Lord is playing. So Guru and Vaishnava, they are the part of this absolute paraphernalia of the Supreme Truth, and it's an inseparable reality. If we cannot separate these 5 tattvas. If we take out one of them, then surely something is missing and we will get no success. That's why Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to say that we are worshipping Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with Panchatattva. That you can see there's always Panchatattva. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita, Gadadhar, Shivasari, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Is that mantra which is also very important to chant before we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra on our japa. We can sing those names which will give us power to chant the Hare Krishna mantra. If they bless us, that is the same purpose why Srila Prabhupada also used to say, first of all you try to read Chaitanya Bhagavat and not Srimad Bhagavatam. Why? Because it's mainly prominent of the name and pastimes of Gaura Nitai. So if they bless us, they are the Patita Pavan, and then we can, the most merciful Lords, then we can understand Krishna Lila actually. So that is very important, that we always know that if we put out one member of this Panchatattva, then it's incomplete. So that is very, very important. We cannot worship God without His devotees. So it's not possible. And nobody can approach God without worshipping the devotee. That is why we also know from Srimad Bhagavatam, Pratamam du Gurum Bhujam, Tatas Jaiva Mamarchanam, Pratamam du Gurum Bhujam. First do Bhuja of Guru. Pratamam means first, do Bhuja, the worship of Guru. Jaiva Mama, and then Jaiva. Then after me, certainly, after the worship of Guru, certainly, Eva, you can Mama Archanam, you can do my worship. And if you follow that, Krishna himself is telling. And if you follow this, Kurvam Siddhamavapnoti Hyananta Nishphalam Bhavat. If you follow this, all siddhi, all perfections in devotional life can be attained. But if we are not following that process, by first giving honor to Guru and Vaishnava, and then Jaiva, Mama Archanam, doing worship, Archan of the Lord, otherwise everything is Nishphal, Anyata Nishphalam Bhavat. So everything is fruitless. So we have to worship first of all Guru and Vaishnava. That's why Krishna himself, he is distributing his mercy through Guru. That's why it's written, Guru Krishna Rupa Hana Shastra Praman. Guru Rupa Krishna Kripa Korina Bhaktagan. So Krishna, the Guru Krishna, Guru comes as Krishna Rup. That is everywhere described in the scriptures. That the Guru appears as the form, that is Krishna's form, who appears in the form of Guru. And in this Guru Rup, he is giving the Kripa of Krishna to all the bhaktas, to all the devotees. So that is, it's everywhere in the scriptures that without worshipping first Gurudev, the Vaishnavas, it's not possible to approach Krishna. So that is the main thing which we have to understand. We can see that at the time when Durvasa Rishi, he was being chased by the Sudarshan Chakra, the burning Sudarshan Chakra, which was very dangerous, and he was about to be killed by that Sudarshan Chakra. But he went somehow to the Lord, to Narayan, to the Vaikuntha planets, and he said there to, oh please save me. So, but what Lord Narayan said is very important. He said, no, do you know, I have no mercy. They try to understand, because mercy, compassion, he said to Vasamuni, mercy and compassion, it comes from the heart. So, and the Vaishnavas, they are my heart. So I want mercy from, I want mercy. If you want mercy from me, he is telling Durvasa, if you want mercy from me, then you have to go where my heart is. Because my heart is stolen by my pure devotees. So there's no, you can get no mercy without the devotees. So all Krishna's mercy is flowing from his heart, and his heart is the pure devotee. So Krishna himself said that the devotees, they are his life and soul, his pran. And one special quality of Krishna is that he is Bhakta Vatsala. Bhakta Vatsalya means he is very affectionate to his devotees. So automatically, if we will serve such a devotee, just one minute or some minimal service, then Krishna's mercy will automatically flow to that person, because he is so pleased that if we are trying to serve his devotees. And Krishna himself, he said also that Nirabeksha Munim Shantam Nirvaram Samadarshanam Anugrajam Yaham Nityam Bhuchetyangrirenugi. That means that Krishna said that my devotees, they are Nirabeksha. Nirabeksha is a Sanskrit word that means they don't depend on any circumstances in this world. They are neutral. So they have no material desires. Nirabeksha Munim. Munim means they are munis, like rishis. and they are constantly engaged in remembering my lotus feet, my pastimes. They are absorbed in their heart on my pastimes. And they have no nirvaram samadarshanam. They have no enemies, and they never see any person as enemy. Even they are enemies, maybe, but they themselves never see them as enemies. And they have also equal vision, samadarshanam. They are impartial. They have no partiality. So unconditional, they show kindness to everyone. This is samadarshanam. There is no partiality in them. That one he likes more, or this one, no. Such devotees, so, and he anubrajami aham nityam. So Krishna himself said that I always follow such devotees. I follow them behind. So that means where his devotee is going, that Krishna himself is running behind that devotee. Because Krishna himself knows that he wants to get the foot dust of his devotees. Vijayate angurenubi, he is saying. I want to get the foot dust of my devotees. That's why I run after them. Krishna, can you imagine? Krishna himself is saying that. And he is thinking in that way that all the universes are in Krishna. And we know that when Mother Yashoda was opening the mouth of Krishna, Balagopal, and it has eaten some dirt, and then all the universe was shown to him. So, to her. In that way, Krishna wants to tell that I have all the universes in me. So if I take the foot dust of those devotees, then I can purify all the universes in myself. I can purify all the universes. So because that dust, it will purify all the universes. So that is Guru Tattva, that is Vaishnav Tattva. So we have to see such great devotees, such great Vaishnavas. They are so dear to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And yesterday one of those great devotees, he appeared, and this was Srivas Thakur. So we sometimes sing the song, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Doya Kori Swaparshada Shiyadam Sahavatari. So there Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has explained that Sri Krishna, out of his mercy, is coming to this world with all his devotees, his associates, his parshads, his holy dham, to give mercy to these people in this material world. So, and one of the slogan of Gaudiya Math, which Srila Prabhupada often used to say, is Param vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. That is also in the first verse of Shikshastakam. So Srila Prabhupada told, Param vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam, that is the slogan, that is the motto of Gaudiya Math. And that's why we can also give another name to the Srivas Anga. Sometimes it is called Avidya Haren Natya Mandir. So Avidya Haren Natya Mandir. That means that first that the avidya, the ignorance, is stolen away if we are dancing, or if we are singing, if we are participating in that Sankirtan Yagya. Then all the ignorance is vanished, is gone. So what means ignorance? Avidya. Avidya means mainly that we forget ourselves. We forget who we are, and we forget that we are a servant of the Lord, that we are a servant of Krishna. So that is our main forgetfulness and our biggest problem, because that causes all the other problems in our life. If we would realize, if we would come back to our original identity as Krishna does, that we are servants of the Lord, then no problem can stand in our way. It's only because of misidentifying with this material mind and this material body. So Gurudev, that's why Gurudev is coming with an axe. Gurudev is coming with an axe. The axe is the axe of knowledge, or one sword. one sword of knowledge, and then he is cutting all our ignorance and establishing us in Sambandha Gyan. So the many times also the examples are giving about avidya, the analogy or some the donkey is used. So the donkey is the embodiment of avidya. You know, the donkey, the ass. Because we can see in this world also, the donkeys, they are running after so many she-asses. Even he has married, but still he's after running so many other she-asses. And they sometimes with the hoofs, with the back legs, he's getting a kick in the face. But still he can tolerate, because it's the donkey's nature. He just is running after she-asses, gets some kicks in the face, and is also able to tolerate. So those who have forgotten the eternal relationship with the Lord, they are kicked also in the face by this illusionary energy, by Maya. So they get also one kick with the hoofs of Maya Devi in their face. And we also see that many times the owners of donkeys, here in India especially, we can see that the owners put heavy loads on the asses, on the donkeys. Like they put some dirty clothes, they put some pile of unwashed, unclean clothes, dirty clothes, and then the owner, he's going to the river or to some water reservoir and then washes the clothes and brings them all back. So, but one thing is for sure, that by all this, the donkey can never wear such clothes which he is wearing. Maybe now the clothes are clean, they are very nice and new clothes, but the donkey has just to do hard work. He can never wear the clothes itself. So that is why we have to put so much effort we are putting so much effort sometimes in something, but we cannot enjoy the result. We are not able to enjoy the result. I can give a few examples. For example, one time I saw when I was younger, I remembered now one person that he was building for a long time with the best material he uses to build a new house. To build a new house, very much more gorgeous than all other houses in that area. So, and when it came finally to the last piece of work, then he left his body. So it's like saying, he put so much effort, he can never enjoy himself this house. He has just carried a big load on his back, all this, it's not so easy to arrange. And then at the end, he was not able to enjoy anything of this house. He just died, he left his body. Or another example, it was coming in the news in the Indian newspaper since a few years ago. There was one businessman who has saved some money because of his work. He got a lot of money and he put in one safe, in one bank, and to keep it there, just safe. But what happened was that all his money, after some years, they came to open the safe, and it was the money, the cash was eaten up from some insects. So then there was a big court case, a big thing, because the bank also, nobody was there responsible in that way, that it's never happened that some insects were eating this money. So, but just what I want to say, that he also has done his business was successful, he has labored hard in that way and keep aside some money, but he never could enjoy it. So that's the fact, That is the reality of this life. And also it happened that one time, I remember I was child, when I hear this from my relatives, that in Italy, one couple was just newly married. And they just try to get established in life. They build their new home. They build their everything they do, and then finally, when they marry both of them, it was on their marriage day itself that this girl or this Mataji there at the marriage ceremony was bitten by a poisonous snake. So can you imagine? So they had all these dreams, they had all this that put in some effort inside, that now we will have a happy life, we have built our home, we are married now, we are this and that. But then this Mataji, this woman, just was bitten by a poisonous snake. So all gone. So in that way, the efforts which we do, it is never rewarding us really. In the Shastras also so many examples. I give just some material examples because maybe it's more practical for us. But in Shastra also, for example, Saubhaga Rishi, he was doing thousands years some practice of tapasya, yoga and all of this, but it all gone in a second when he was attracted to he saw some fish having some relationship, and then he got attracted. So all his tapasya, his fruit of his tapasya, his hard labor, all vanished. So it doesn't matter if it's materially or spiritually. Without bhakti, so if we're not starting bhakti, if we are not doing bhakti, then nothing can bring us constant results. It will all be chasing after some shadows all the time, which are never really there. And the donkey also, sometimes we see some pictures, they paint, the donkey is there and it has one carrot over his, hanging over his head. And he's always chasing that carrot, running after that carrot. He's thinking, now, soon I will get it, but he will never get it. So that is the situation in this world. We are chasing after some shadows, some illusions, which are never happening. So the only thing which is real, which can bring us constant results, that is, if we start to do bhakti. And even on the path of bhakti, endeavors on the path of bhakti, they can never be fruitless. It is said in Bhagavad Gita, Niha vikramo nashosti pratyavayona vidyate svalpamapyasya dharmasya trayato mahatopaya. That means that any endeavor of bhakti, everything what we do on the way of bhakti, it will go with us to the next life, and we will start from that moment again where we have stopped. So it can never be taken away unless we are committing some aparats, and that is another thing. But bhakti will stay with us. And just a little, swalpamapyasya dharmasya, a little bit frees us from this fear of material existence. So that is the power of bhakti, which is really the only thing which we should chase after, not after some illusionary shadows. Sometimes when I got one time the chance it was actually permitted by Babaji Maharaj to go to the Himalaya, and I went there for like 1 month, and there I saw that, because these are all hilly areas, no? So no cars, on some places no cars are going, and it's not possible. So but still they have to carry rice, they have to carry sugar, ghee and some vegetables, potatoes. Actually there's not much available, but something they have to bring there also. And then so no car can go. Then they use all those donkeys. They use them to carry those goods up to the hill. So the donkey is doing such hard labor. I saw them. They really struggle, and they will also be beaten from the owner to just go quickly up and load off that goods. And then at the end of the day, when they are fully finished, they just get one little bit of dry grass to eat. So that is our situation. Our happiness in this world is comparable with one drop. If we are thirsty in the desert and we just get in one drop, what really happiness we can have from this? So it's nothing at all. So it's very, very important to understand what really ignorance means and what we, if we are following or trying to be foolish like the ass in this world, then there will be no results. There will be only hard labor. So that is avidya. And I can give another example, which is also very illustrative to give some more idea about ignorance, because of the wrong conception which the materialistic people have about spiritual life. So there was also one donkey, and it was in the summertime. In the summertime, the season, in the summer, he is eating. He himself is thinking that I'm eating so much, because he is getting fatter and fatter. But actually, he has not eaten, because he is thinking himself. In the rainy season, he thinks he is slim. Now in the rainy season, he thinks, I have not eaten, because around him, everywhere there is so much grass. But in the summer season, he thinks, I have not eaten enough, because no grass is around. So this is the same way the material person, for example, if the material person is getting now, if he has one job in this material world, then he is also thinking he is doing so much. Every day he is going to work, he is doing this, he is doing that, but actually it's a fact that he is not doing anything, because the soul is doing nothing. Krishna explains this in Bhagavad Gita. Prakriti kriyamanam guna karmya sahasa hankara iti mudata kataham iti manyate. He is saying that only by the bewilderment of Prakriti one is thinking that he is the doer in this material world. But actually everything is done by the gunas. Prakriti kriyamanani guna karmani savasa. Ahankara, out of ahankara, false ego, we are thinking we are the doer. So that person, that material person, even the soul is doing nothing, the soul is only the Shakshi, the witnesser, the material person thinks he has done so much. But now, if you take this material person and say to him, oh please, come one day to the temple, I can sit with you, we can do bhajan, we can chant japa, we can read some shastra, and this. Then after that day, that person maybe will agree, but he will think, oh really, I could have done so much other things today. I could earn much more money, I could spend my time in a different way. What was the use really of all these activities? I cannot see any result. So actually he has done something on the level of the soul, but he cannot recognize, that's why he is thinking he has done nothing. So that is very illustrative example, that those material people, they always think by doing spiritual activities, oh, it's like nothing, what we will gain, what we will get, I will use that time in a different way, I will be more practical, I will go to work, I will do this and that. But actually the soul in that sleeping condition of that materialistic person is just sleeping. It is not aware, and only the material energy, Prakriti is the material energy which is doing Kriya, is doing all the activities. And Guna Karmi Savasva, Ahankara out of Ahankara he is identifying that I am the doer of these activities. So all in this world, the activities are actually done by Prakriti, and it is not the soul itself. So that all these examples can give us some picture which I tried to make about what vidya, ignorance, really means. And Srila Prabhupada, he also tells us that there are two types of meda. Meda means intelligence. There is Griha Meda and there is Sankirtan Meda. And Griha Meda is those whose attachment is growing more and more to material life, to family, relatives, to all these material things. And that is Griha Meda, and it will bring us away from our actual good for the soul. But another thing is Sankirtan Meda. Sankirtan Meda means the intelligence to do and to follow the process of Sankirtan. And it's in Srimad Bhagavatam, there is one verse, it said, Krishna Vadanam Krishna Krishnam Sangho Bangasta Parshadam Yagya Sankirtana Praya Jantihi Sumedasha. So it is very beautifully explained also that Krishna Vadanam, it's a long discussion, we cannot go deep really in this verse, but it's mainly saying that in this Kali Yuga, Krishna appeared in a golden complexion. He is not blackish, Tvishna Akrishnam. So he appeared in Akrishna. He is not black, he has a golden complexion. And he is constantly Krishna Varanam. Varanam means the syllables. He is constantly chanting the syllables of the Mahamantra. Krishna, Krish and Na. And he is accompanied by all his associates, which are Sangho, Uppa, Anga, Astra, Parshadam. And under these associates we can also count, which we were speaking before, of course the Panchatattva, Srivas Thakur. That is also Parshadam, that is one Parshad of that. And Astra means weapon. Is the weapon in Kali Yuga, with what Mahaprabhu is coming, is Sankirtan. That is Sankirtan Yagya. That is the fire of Sankirtan. And that is why the purpose is to keep that fire. Those who are really intelligent, they will be part of that, keeping that fire alive, which was ignited in the Srivas Angan of Srivas Thakur. And Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta, he often used to say that the main duty of us Gaudiya devotees, it is to keep that Sankirtan Yagya intact, to keep it clean and pure. So that is our chance to participate in that way, because to serve Chaitanya Vani, what greater benefit or what greater thing we can do in life? Just through our seva, through our whatever it is, we are trying to distribute the Vani of our Acharyas in different languages, in so many ways. So that means we are trying to be part of, and we are having gotten the chance to be part of the distribution of Chaitanya Vani, means to keep that fire of that Sankirtan Yagya, which was ignited in the Srivas Angan. We are part of that. There are two kinds of different sounds. One is the material sound and the spiritual sound. So material sound is out of order. It is out of tune. It is always out of harmony. It creates fighting, violence, cheating, and all those things. So only if we come to the spiritual sound, to Shabda Brahma, is it possible to us to be in harmony. So we have to. Babaji Maharaj sometimes is given the example that those devotees, they are hovering around like honeybees around the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and as long as they are hovering, they're making some sound, bzz, bzz, bzz. But as soon as they sit on the flower, the sound is over. So that means as soon as we can taste that honey which is emanating, or that smell which is emanating from the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through the Sankirtan, then we can be really peaceful. Otherwise not. Otherwise there always is some fighting, some violence, some cheating, and so many things. So we have to decide what we really want, how to tune also, and how to tune our sound. I can give you one example. It's one material example, but it's very nice. There was one cello player, and one famous, I don't remember his name, but he had one wife, and because the thing was that this cello player, he was playing just one tune all the time, the same tune, and his wife got a little bit, if you hear all the time the same sound, then it's a little bit disturbing. And she also requested him, or sometimes she was having the desire if she can go to listen to some other cello players, and that husband, or he would allow her, and she would go, and she would enjoy the cello players there. And when she comes back in the evening, and the husband asked her, "Oh, how was it?" And then she would say, "Yes, they would go up and down, and they had such a nice, it was such a nice concert." And then he would answer very dry. He would say, "I know, you know what? They have not found now that tune. They are still searching. They are still searching for that tune." That means that cello player, he has found one tune which was his tune. He don't need anything more, anything else in his life. That was the perfection of his music, to find this exact tune. So in the same way, if we come, now is our fine tuning. We have come out from very gross sound, from very disturbing sound, which was like, in the radio, like when you try to search one particular wave. So but actually now we have come to the lotus feet of Prabhupada. We have come to the lotus feet of our Guru Varga. So that tune, which is eternally emanating from the spiritual world, if we can connect with that tune, then everything will be in harmony, and we don't want to hear any other sound anymore. So that is the final. If we got this sound, then everything is open to us. And in the last classes, Babaji Maharaj was many times explaining what Shabda Brahma means and all these things, also according to Vedanta. And how without Shabda Brahma, who would know something about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu without Shabda Brahma, given by pure devotees, those who are in line, those who have seen Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, those who have the realization of all those things. They can give the actual understanding of who Chaitanya is. And that's all his devotees. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself is not coming and telling something about himself. So all the devotees, they are telling something about him so that we can know. And then how we can understand, for example, Prabhupada. Also for that we need the disciples of Prabhupada. We need the disciples, all those great devotees. Then we can get some clear picture who really Prabhupada is. Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta, he will not speak about himself. So we know him because of the glorification or the mercy of some other of his eternal associates, those who glorify him through that Shabda Brahma, which is the eternal sound, which is coming in different, is appearing in the hearts and on the tongues of different devotees. And then we have access to that spiritual realm. And in the same way, if we want now to understand more about Chaitanya Vani, where we have to go? We have now go also to the feet of someone who is really inclined, who is really understanding what Chaitanya Vani and what Bhaktisiddhanta Vani means. And we have the chance to listen from Babaji Maharaj, which is his heart is in tune with that eternal wave which is coming from the spiritual world, that Shabda Brahma. And if we can connect with that and just try to serve him a little bit in that way, then we will have the greatest success in our life. Our life will become successful, because Krishna, as we in the beginning said, if we try just a little to serve his devotees, then there is guarantee of all his mercy which will come to us. So these are very important things, but nowadays it is the problem which Prabhupada himself exhibited when he, in his last days in Puri, he was manifesting some kind of sickness, lila. So he said that, what I can do here, he said. You see the situation, Prabhupada said, you see the situation, what I can really do here. Nobody likes to obey. Nobody likes to speak of what I speak. So that were the words of Prabhupada, of Bhaktisiddhanta. In the same way, also Srila Puri Maharaj, Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, he used to say that, what can I do? Nobody's obeying, nobody wants to listen, what I can do here? And they all manifest sickness lila. Because we are only giving externally some honor to Srila Prabhupada or his followers, but externally, okay, because without giving respect to Prabhupada, nobody will ever listen to us. So externally we can give some respect. But to really honor Prabhupada means to follow him and also to speak all the time about his teachings, about the teachings of Prabhupada, about what he has to give. So otherwise the glorification of Prabhupada is incomplete. It's just an external exhibition. So this is not the way how we should try our best more and more to distribute that Gauravani, Bhaktisiddhanta Vani everywhere in as different languages as possible. So yes, now it's 6 o'clock, and I think this time we discussed something about avidya, and next time, by the mercy of Guru and Vaishnava, we can discuss what avidya really means. So then I will stop here, and yes, thank you, and if any questions or any comments, then please feel free, and Hare Krishna, Dandavad. Okay.
Dandavad Pranam Prabhu.
Dandavad, Haribol.
Thank you, Param. Haribol.
Yes.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Haribol.
You were inspiring.
So, someone want to say something more, or shall we stop?
I think you said everything, Prabhuji.
Everything,
So inspiring.
everything, there are so many things to say, but just Guru and Vaishnava, somehow they allow me to take some of their remnants and try to speak something. But anyway, there are so many things to say. If some for 5-10 minutes, because today one computer man is coming here, I have to sit because some problem was there with my laptop, so I have to fix it. And but yes, will be possible.
You please, Prabhu, go on with your seva. Thank you very much for everything.
Okay, then so.
Thank you very much, Prabhu.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Dandavad. Haribol. Thank you.